Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to explain about the web map services, which is the standard provided by OGC, Open Geospatial Consortium. Basically what it will do is it will produce the output as the georeference map, so that we can use that map in the WebGIS application, or we can share the map easily. So for this tutorial I am going to reference this website, reference from GeoServer. So I'll provide this link in the description below. So here they explain about the WMS standard and their request type and how to operate with this request. I'll try to cover all the topics here, WMS from basic to advanced level. So if you want to learn about WMS in advanced level, so keep watching this video till the end. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, the WMS is the OGC standard which provide the georeference map from a server. Benefit of using WMS: the using WMS, it will be beneficial to get the georeference map. So we can share the WMS layer to the client by like multiple maps at a single time, so we can combine them into single view and then we can share. So here are the all the operations provided by WMS layers, WMS standard. So here we have these standards which are provided by the WMS standard. So first thing is exception. So that means if the error occur, then the this request we should send to the server. And another one is GetCapabilities request. So by using this request, we can retrieve the metadata of all the information of our WMS server. So I'll show you how to request GetCapabilities. And the one most important part of WMS standard is GetMap. So it is the actual request from which we can get the georeference map as a PNG or JPG format, so that it can render fast in the browser, so that user will get the map within a 1 second or minimum less than 1 second. So and the thing is GetFeatureInfo request. So this request is the optional request. So some of the server standard with WMS will provide this request as well, but some has they disable this request. So what it will do is, when the user click on the map, any particular section, or when the user provide the latitude and longitude coordinate of your map, so that it will get the information about this lat long based on pixel value. So another one is DescribeLayer. So when we request the DescribeLayer, it will give us the information about the layer. And this GetLegendGraphics, obviously it will produce the legend from current layer. So okay, so I'm not going to talk about these exceptions, because it's only this request is only available when there is an error. So let's get start with GetCapabilities request. So in the GetCapabilities request, as I already explained, it will provide all the metadata of your WMS server. So for that we have to pass the parameter server, service, version and request. So we have these 4 versions available here: 1.0.0, 1.1.0, 1.1.1 and 1.3.0. There is not much different between these versions, but sometimes some of the like parameters or some of the value we have, we may have different conflict between these versions. So of course we have to pass the request. Request means our request will be GetCapabilities. and some of the other parameters are namespace, format, and root layer. So these things basically I think we don't need for now, because we are going to generate the all the metadata of our server. So here I have the running instance of GeoServer. So if I want to get the capability of my GeoServer, that means if I want to get the all the metadata from my GeoServer, then I have to request the GetCapabilities. So for that, maybe I'll copy this line here. So if I copy this line here and then type enter, it will download the GetCapabilities documentation. So here you can see all the information of my server. So my server is available on this link, and then here is the services name. WMS is the web map service, and then the abstract about the server, and then we have keywords here, and then also if you go down, so you will get the all the format provided by GetMap. So in GetMap we can get the image PNG, or we can get this like image GeoTIFF, image JPG. These are the all available formats in our WMS request. So other things like you will get the formats for GetFeatureInfo request as well. So here you can see the text XML and also text HTML and application JSON. For this current tutorial, I am going to only show you the application JSON format, and then how to implement this feature info in our current WebGIS. So here in the GetLegendGraphics also we have 4 different type of formats available: image PNG, image JPG, image JSON, and image GIF. I'll explain these all things in the later in this video, so don't get confused. And here are the list of all the SRID available by my server. So I'm using the GeoServer of 1.19.0 version, so it has this EPSG code supported by this GeoServer. So yeah, this is quite a long list, and after that in the bottom section we will get all the layers, all the WMS layers available in this system. So that means in my system the Tasmania data is available and its SRID is here, and then I have also this bounding box information, which will be very important for zooming and zooming to the specific layer in the web GIS. So also in the bounding box for SRID 4326 is available here. So also here you can see the styles associated with my layer. So this is the default style. So here here is the format as well, image PNG. So these are the all layers. So in similar way I have topo BU 2020 A0 S0 and BU and then where is another layer, topo states. These are the all the layers and their information getting by GetCapabilities request. So maybe I'll add this request in here, commenting to the WMS.html file. So I just wrote a small HTML file for rendering our map, and then adding all the things to this HTML file. So first thing what I did is it's the basic HTML structure, and I provide the title is WebGIS with GeoServer and leaflet, some basic styles, and then here is the ID map with ID div with ID map with div, and then also I provide the leaflet link, jQuery link, and initialize the map at this coordinate, and then I added the OSM map. If you go back to the browser, so it will look like this. It's zoom in into this particular coordinate. So maybe here I'll write about the get capability request. So this is the get capabilities request type. So I'll just comment out. If you want this URL, then you can just provide this URL to your server, then you will get the get capabilities information, so metadata of your WMS server. So here this part is the actual server URL. So okay, I think that's all about the get capabilities request. So it's just the metadata of server. So here the main core part is GetMap request. So in GetMap request, you have to provide all these services, version, request, layer. This all are the required field, and then you can get the description of these parameters here. So service means obviously we are going to get the GetMap request on WMS standard. So service will be WMS, and then version will be 4 different type of version, and request will be GetMap, and then you have to provide the layers in the comma separated list of layer, and then style and CRS, BB box, width and height and format. So if you check here any of these layers, so it will get the map, this current map through this URL. That means if you let me just copy this link and then paste it in Visual Studio. So I'll WMS GetMap request. So here you can see it will take the service is WMS, and then these are the parameters. So here you can see question mark, that means these all are the parameters before that, after that. So here in the service equal to WMS, and then we provide the version, and we provide the request type as GetMap, and then layer is our current layer name. So this %3a means it's the URL encoding, so you can replace it by the colon as well, it will work. And then we have to provide this BB box as well. This %2c means comma, I think. So and then after that you have to provide the width and height. So and then also SRID, and then style is empty here because it will take the default style for this layer. And then we have this format application open layer, so that we are visualizing this map in the this open layer visualizer. So let me go back to the GeoServer here. So in that way you can get other layers as well. So if you click on the open layer viewer, then you will get the format as open layer. So but if you can also get the other kind of formats as well. So let me try the PNG image. So if you click on PNG, then it will automatically get you the PNG image from WMS request. So here only one thing will be changed, so that is called format. So format will be image PNG. If you check here, its format is application open layer. Okay, so for visualizing this layer in the leaflet, so leaflet already built something to visualize to get the WMS layer. So you just need to, I think you may check the leaflet official website, and then you can check the docs. So in the docs you will get the, where is WMS, okay, tile layer WMS, and then you have to just provide this parameter. So if I copy this line and then if I paste it here, so maybe WMS URL, maybe WMS URL equal to, I'll keep it as the variable, so but I'm not going to use this. So here if I need this layer, so if I want to load this BU 2020 A0S0 layer, so I can provide the my layer variable, and then I have to provide this links with my WMS link. So that means my link is localhost 8080/GeoServer/WMS. so after that you have to provide the layer name. So for layer name you can just copy this all line and then paste it here, and format will be image PNG, transparency true, and then you can provide the attribution as well. So attribution may be my layer for now. So and then you have to add this layer to the map. Sorry, I think I forgot to provide the URL inside the quote, so it get error. So if I save it, now it should work. So that means we render our WMS layer in the map. So we get the actual exactly similar map in the leaflet interface. So these are the so that means the leaflet already integrated our WMS request, so that we don't have to provide these services, version and request tags. So it will automatically get these tags inside their code, and then they provide us the simple solution for loading WMS layer. Also you can use the leaflet GeoServer request plugin, which I explained in the previous video. So you can get the actual similar kind of map using this WMS request from a leaflet GeoServer request. These both are the same request. So okay. So other things, you have this busy color, time, SLD body. These are, I think, no need to explain here. Okay. So in that way you can get the WMS layer in the leaflet. Okay. So let's go to the GetFeatureInfo request. So this request also require service, version, request, layers, style tag, SRS, BB box. These are the required tags. But here one thing you may need is X or I and Y or J. These are the main key fields, key parameters in the GetFeatureInfo request. So what it will do is it will give you the information about clicked pixel, so that you have to provide the coordinate of this pixel, X coordinate and Y coordinate. If you check the documentation here, X coordinate of the query point on map in pixel 0 in left side. I is the parameter key used in WMS 1.3.0. that means if you are using the version other than 1.3.0, then you can use the parameter name as X. If you are using the latest version 1.3.0 WMS request, then you have to assign the parameter name as I. Same thing for Y and J. So these are the available formats. So for now I think I'll give you the information on this application JSON format. Okay, so for that if you check in GeoServer viewer, so if you check this request, so you have this GetMap request, and then if you click any of these polygons, so you will get the GetFeatureInfo request. So that means when you click on any pixel, it will automatically get the pixel x and y coordinate, and then it will provide the information related to that pixel, so that you can get the info about that pixel, and then you can find all the attribute table. These are the attribute available in the clicked pixel. So okay, so for getting this information, this is actually the attribute table, or whatever you say, like properties, value properties in JSON, or attribute table in shape file. So for getting this kind of values, I think the best way is to use better WMS plugin. So if I search here, okay, this one is the plugin. So here here is the yal.tilelayer.betterwms.js file. So I'll just copy this code, and then I'll put it in the lib directory. So I'll just create the same file name. What is the file name? It's yal.tilelayer better WMS. Okay, yal.tilelayer.wms.js. So I have to paste it here. So that means this is the code from this plugin, yal.tilelayer better WMS, and then I have to add this to the our actual index file. So I'll add this better WMS, and then not here, maybe I'll add it in here in the bottom section. Script src and then .lib, and then l.tilelayer better WMS. So now my plugin, this better WMS plugin is initiated. So for use this plugin, you just have to provide the better WMS instead of WMS. So here if you provide better WMS, and then our layer will be remain same, but when you click on any layers, so it will get the pop-up. So something is wrong here. So okay, it's the chords policy. So you have to enable the chords in the GeoServer to get the GetFeatureInfo request. So when you click on any pixel, it should have to get the information is pop-up information in the pop-up field using this plugin. So maybe I'll enable these chords and show you how to get these features. Enable chords in GeoServer. So you can see, I think let's try one link. Okay, so I have to uncomment the following line. That means I have to uncomment these two lines from web.ini and web.xml file. So if I open it here, so it's inside program file, GeoServer, web apps, GeoServer, web.ini and web.xml file. So I'll just copy this file to the desktop, and then I'll load it into the Visual Studio Code editor. So here, so after that I have to uncomment the this line of this filter chords. So I have to uncomment this flowing line to enable the chords in GeoServer. So for that I have to just uncomment this line of code, chords origin, which is from org eclipse zt servlet course origin filter, and then the thing is I have to uncomment these filter mapping things. So if you are looking for these two lines, so the second filter mapping option is available near line number 222, and then this course origin is available under 171. So after that, if you have to, I think, restart the GeoServer. So for that I'll just terminate this, and then I have to now copy this file to the original location, so that okay, now our setting is overridden by the web.xml file. These courses are successfully added course setting. So I have to start this startup.bat. Okay, now my server is starting here. So if I check here in GeoServer, so now it's started, and if I check in the web app, so if I refresh this, it's coming. So if I click on any of the buildings, so now I'll get the pop-up as the pop-up field as the attribute table from this layer. So these things are actually coming from GetFeatureInfo request, so that you can easily add the pop-up fields in this way. So if you want to little bit customize these pop-up things, you may need to change the code in plugin. So I think this content, so you have to change it little bit so that your pop-up will be look nicer. Otherwise by default better WMS provide to you the contents like this, so which is the like default view, default interface, default coming from GeoServer. So okay, all right, so in that way you can just get the GetFeatureInfo request in your WebGIS application from GeoServer or whatever from WMS standard. Also you can provide the others optional parameters as well, like for buffer. Buffer means when you click on the somewhere near the point, so it should get the info from certain buffer range. That means it can get the info from this building or this building if I click here. So and the thing is SQL filter. Of course you can filter your data, and then I think other things are, I think one more thing is number of feature count. So this will be really helpful when you are planning to get the more than one values at a time. So I implemented this feature in one of my website called pgo.ait.ac.th. So here when I click on map, so it will get the, I think I have to activate the GetFeatureInfo button. So if I click on map, so it will get the values from that corresponding pixel. So for now I am getting the 5 values, so that it will generate the 5 different curves using these values, using this particular x and y coordinate. So in that way you can implement the get feature info request. Whatever you want, you can get the value. Okay, so okay, this is the get feature info. Okay, so let's talk about DescribeLayer feature. So what this request do is it will just give us the information about corresponding layer. So for that I think it's a little bit similar subset of, I think, get capability request, because it will provide the only the information of particular layer, but from GetCapabilities request we can get the all the metadata of the server. So here are the certain outputs formats as well. So for example, I am going to just copy this URL, and then I think I'll let me close this, and then I'll paste it here, and then I have to rename this layer's name only, because my URL is localhost 8080, and then other formats, format application JSON is fine, version is fine, and request type is DescribeLayer. So I have to provide my layer name, just copy it and then paste it here, and then you will get the information about this layer. So if you want to get the information about more than two layers, two or more than two layers at a time, so you can just provide the comma separated layer names. So that means just provide the layer name like this, so you will get the two layers information. One is topo df IP and another is topo bu 2020 a0 s0. Okay, I think that is about the GetDescribeLayer feature. So in that way you can get the information about the corresponding layer. So what it will provide is, it will provide the layer name and OWS URL, that means where the URL is available, where the layer is available, and OWS type may be WFS, WCS, or WFS and WCS, and and type name is the name of the layer, that this name. Okay, so for the legend graphic request, it will get the graphics of your legend. So if you check the documentation here, so you can get the proper URL. So by using this URL you will get the legend graphics. So you just need to change, I think, this layer parameter topo state to your layer name. Okay, so let me copy this for now. So just copy this, and then if I paste it here, and then I have to change the layer name. So let me check this layer. So you will get the legend from our GeoServer, which is available in the, I think, this legend. Okay, this exactly same legend you will you can get it from URL as well. So if you want to add this legend to the our WebGIS map, so you can simply use the I think leaflet GeoServer request library. So by using this library you have the yal.geoserver.legend request, and then you will get the legend. So I already explained these things in my previous video, so you can just watch this video, I think. So okay, so that's all about the WMS standard. So it's pretty well and pretty good standard, so the people can use this standard to produce the map in very simple way. Alright, as a summary, it has the 6 different type of operations. You can call it as the request as well. So exception is used for the error handling. GetCapability request will provide you the metadata of your WMS server. GetMap will give you the output as the georeference map. GetFeatureInfo will give you the information about corresponding x and y value, that means coordinate. And then DescribeLayer will give you the information about layer, and GetLegendGraphics will help you to get the actual legend of the corresponding layer. So I think that's all for the WMS standard. So I hope you enjoy this. I'll see you in the next